This is part 6 of the Rocket Grants application tutorial, which covers budget preparation. A strong budget will justify the amount you're requesting to support your project, and any award you will receive will reflect how the jury evaluated your predictions and calculations. Start by downloading the relevant form from the Rocketblog application page. There are 3 versions of the same budget form. To make sure there is a format you can use, but the Excel format is the preferred one. The budget instructions form on the same page contains a much more detailed version of the information in this tutorial and includes tips on using Excel. Before beginning to fill out this form, you should take the time to think carefully about the details of your proposed project to make sure that you can afford it. Imagine your final outcome. Work backwards to include all the steps needed to get there, and then research or estimate how much each will cost. This is the most time-consuming part of a budget, but it will help you see if you need to make your project smaller or raise more funds. The budget is divided into expenses and income. It is extremely important to remember that when you are finished with your total expenses, it should balance against your total income. The first category in the expenses section is fees, and this is where you will pay yourselves as professional artists for doing your work. A typical individual artist fee will be 10 to 15% of the total award, but if you're applying as a group, you may consider raising this up to 25 or 30. Obviously, the more of the award you spend on fees, the less will be available for other aspects. But depending on the nature of your project, this may be among the most important of your budget lines. Contractor fees would pay someone who is not part of the project to perform services for you. The notes area can be used to briefly clarify an expense. For example, build portable stage for film show. There's a space at the end of the budget form for more detailed explanations of unusual circumstances. There are 2 remaining categories in the expenses section. Research your production costs carefully to make sure that you don't underestimate in this area. If you are new to working in a public venue, ask others for advice. There may be aspects of the process such as licenses, engineering stamps, insurance, or legal advice that you might not think about. Cost overruns in this area will probably end up coming out of your artist's fee, so it's a good plan to have a contingency line that will cover unforeseen expenses as the project unfolds. The last expense section is marketing, and this will be particularly important if your project involves any kind of event. How will you let people know about what you are doing and when? For certain kinds of projects, connecting with the public could be your main expense. And finally, the income section. You now have a total in your expenses section, and it should be matched by the combined total of your dollar income plus your in-kind income. Dollar income includes this grant, ticket or t-shirt sales, cash donations, and so on. You need to plan for the fact that 15% of any Rocket Grants award will be withheld until the project is complete and final documentation is turned in. In-kind income is anything non-monetary that anyone donates to match a need in your budget, such as space, food, materials, and so on. You should save your budget file in the same format as the one you downloaded, with the name of your project, for example, my Rocket Grants Project Budget.xls. When you've saved your file and checked it for accuracy, then upload it to the Café site. If you've completed the application, uploaded your work samples, and submitted your budget, then you are done. Good luck with your application, and please don't be shy asking for help if you need it. Goodbye.